FBI is Federal Bureau of Investigation, but what else could FBI stand for?
Fancy buttocks intercourse.
I didn't know it got fancy. Welcome to a very, very special episode of 3 Minute Critics. I'm Eric.
I'm Tony. Today on 3 Minute Critics, we're going to be doing, for the first time, a top 5 list.
Top 5
But this is a little different than most people's top 5 lists because there are 2 of us.
That's 10
I'm
together.
I'm going to be doing my top 5. He's going to be doing his top 5. He's Eric, by the way.
Yeah.
And we're each going to use
clear.
3 minutes to get our top 5 out.
There we go.
How was that for an
That
explanation?
sounds wonderful. I think we should dive into it. What are we doing top 5 on?
Today's top 5
I cannot wait.
is going to be our top 5 post-apocalyptic movies.
Apocalyptic, post-apocalyptic.
Now, this is not movies where the apocalypse currently occurring.
Yeah, this is after.
Movies after the apocalypse has occurred.
Post.
That's right. Post. After.
This is exciting. I think we should dive right into it.
Let's just start. Why? What else do we need to tell you?
Tony's going to start with his top 5.
I'm going to put 3 minutes on the clock.
As we always do. And Tony,
Blinks.
your top 5 post-apocalyptic
Okay, my
movies.
number 5, I'm going to go 5 to 1. I'm going to start my lowest to highest. So my number 5 of the top 5 post-apocalyptic movies
that's good.
is the Terminator 2.
Oh, Judgment Day.
Not 1. Now remember, Terminator 2 Judgment Day occurs where the apocalypse has happened in the future.
Oh, that's it. You know what?
See, it's a little bit of
Most people
it's a little
wouldn't
sneak.
catch that.
I'm sneaking it in.
You are sneaking it in. I wouldn't have thought of that.
And I like this one better than the original because you have Robert Patrick's character, which is that brilliant T2000.
It's melty sometimes.
Because the amazing work they did with the CGI. That was the first time CGI
incredible.
looked really good.
And Guns N' Roses.
And I really, really liked that. So for that reason, that's my number 5.
Okay.
I'm moving on to number 4.
Number 4.
My number 4 is Interstellar. In this movie, the apocalypse has happened on Earth. Earth is no longer habitable. And that's why
That's crazy deep.
McConaughey's out there doing this crazy work in the universe to try to find another habitable.
Mind bender of a film.
Love that movie.
Absolutely.
Do you like that movie?
Yeah, I've watched it many. It's a very long film and one of my
haven't seen
favorite lengthy films.
Watch that, mother.
It's you got to pay attention to that one.
I got to keep moving.
You do.
Number 3.
Number 3.
This might be number 1 for most people.
Okay.
Or thereabouts. This is Mad Max, the original 1979 film. Amazing movie.
Mel. That's all I gotta say. Mel. Young Mel.
Mel is
Australian
young.
Mel.
He looks like he's 12.
He is.
This movie is weird.
He's 12 years old.
This movie is fun.
Yeah.
This movie is
When did
violent.
this come out?
1979. I love this film. And for that reason, it is my number 3 top
Good
5
pick
of
for
all
number
time.
3. Now number 2.
Number 2, Wall-E. The only animated feature.
Oh, that is.
On my- yes.
I had forgotten about
I think
Wall-E.
Wall-E is a brilliant film. The second half kind of takes me out of it a little bit. It becomes a Disney chase. But what Pixar did with that film, the first half of that film, it's like an old Buster Keaton movie. It's all silent. They don't say. There's no dialogue. It's brilliant.
It's a memorable.
I feel like Wall-E is a brilliant, brilliant film, and I debated whether or not to put that as number 1.
I'm glad you put it as number 2.
However-
But now I cannot wait.
My number 1 is something that some
number
people may not have seen. I bet you Eric hasn't seen this film.
What is it?
Delicatessen.
It sounds delicious.
It's a French film.
I have never seen
from
this.
1991.
Really?
And it was directed by Jean-Pierre Jeunet, who directed Amélie, which is also a brilliant film.
Yes, Amelie.
You've seen that?
Yes, but
okay.
not Delicatessen.
Brilliant film.
Put this on my list.
This is also a super brilliant film. For those of you who have not seen Delicatessen, it's weird. It's beautiful.
Weird and beautiful.
It's a little disturbing, and it is
I like all those
beautiful
things.
love story on top
Wait,
of
really?
all of that.
And it's post-apocalyptic?
A post-apocalyptic film in France, yes. So for that reason, it's so different. That is my number 1 post-apocalyptic
Not even
film.
on my radar.
And it should be. And all of you should go watch that film. And if you haven't seen Amélie, go watch that one too. And there's my buzzer. Well, look, my timing is phenomenal.
It's phenomenal. Well,
How do you like that? The time...
I like it plenty.
Watch it.
Well...
So when I'm out of time this time, it doesn't mean we rate anything on a 5-star scale.
No.
It means we go to Eric.
We do.
Who's going to do his top 5.
I got my top 5 post-apocalyptic
Are you ready for
movies.
your 3
I am.
minutes?
Go ahead and set me up with 3 minutes on the
Boom.
clock.
Go.
My number 5 post-apocalyptic film is Planet of the Apes, the original 1968 Charlton Heston. Roddy McDowell.
Roddy McDowell.
Roddy McDowell is
Charlton Heston is insane in that movie.
He's insane, period. But the damn dirty apes and the Statue of Liberty.
I have a slight protest on that, but I'll tell you later.
Okay, we'll have to discuss that later. But I love this film.
I do too.
The apes come on.
They're so
crazy
creepy.
apes in the future.
The whole thing is so good. He's hysterical.
He is, but
What's your
I
number 4?
hysterically have to go to number 4.
What's your number 4?
And you've probably never seen this or heard this movie. It's called Akira. It's from 1988.
I know
This is Japanese animation, and in 1988, this was the flagship. This set like the animation world on its ear. Like characters like Tetsuo and Kaneda. This is government
It's one that I always wanted to see. I've never seen.
Yeah, there's all this gelatinous morphing going on. There's
like the Blob.
well, to even a goofier, more disgusting degree. This actually is beautiful to watch, but the story is super deep on Akira.
I'm going to watch that. I've never seen it.
You really
I'm going to
should
go back and watch that.
And that leads me to my number 3.
Watch the axe.
I agree with Tony on Mad Max, but mine is actually the second installment, The Road Warrior.
So we both had a Mad Max
Originally
installment
known
at
as
number 3.
Mad Max 2, and everybody knows it now as The Road Warrior from 1981.
Tell me why.
Because of the Wasteland Bandits.
You prefer that to Mad Max?
I do. I love Mad Max, don't get me wrong, but the idea of the bandits, you got the guy in the copter going around and his snake and these guys with the crazy buggies and they're just flying around. They get it's bananas.
More bonkers. It's more bonkers.
It's nonstop bonkers is what it is. But that leads me to number 2.
What's number 2?
This was very close to number 1.
Okay.
But Escape from New York.
Okay. All right. Good one. Very good one.
Snake Plissken.
That almost made my list.
You know why? I know why it almost made your list. Lee Van Cleef.
Lee Van Cleef,
I
baby.
love you, Lee Van Cleef.
I love Lee Van Cleef and anything.
Kurt Russell as Snake Plissken. You got Isaac Hayes
Plus his
as
last
the
name is
Duke.
Plissken.
Hey, a movie that makes Manhattan
Yeah,
a prison.
Fun. It's great.
It's unbelievable.
It's a great
was
concept,
fantastic.
great movie.
But it takes me into my
Van
number
Cleef.
1, finally.
Yes.
Number 1 on my list of post-apocalyptic movies.
Which is?
The Matrix.
Okay.
I mean, come on.
Almost made my list. It was close.
Your licks?
My licks.
Excuse you?
I took it off my licks.
The blue pill.
Tell me why it's on
the
your
red
list.
pill. It bends your mind.
But for me, it almost felt
let me tell you what.
apocalyptic.
No, it very much is. Everything's already happened. I mean, everything that happens in the Matrix seems like it is not post-apocalyptic.
Right. Because of that
But
reason.
everything underneath it, all that they're trying to do to get out of the Matrix is what is real, what isn't real.
It's a great film.
You got your Morpheus, you got your Neo, you got a whole cast of characters.
You got your horn.
And I got my horn, and that's all I need.
So those were Eric's top 5 post-apocalyptic films. My top 5 post-apocalyptic.
Yeah.
That is so hard to say.
It really is.
Okay, here's my gripe with Planet of the Apes.
Please.
I feel like Planet of the Apes in 1968, the Charlton Heston version, he flies out, right?
Yeah.
And explores outer space, and then he lands on this planet where the apes are in control, but it wasn't that there was an apocalypse on Earth. I might have to DQ you on that.
No, because at the end you have a complete.
That's true.
Yeah, you got the Statue of Liberty is washed up on the beach. You damn dirty apes.
You damn dirty apes.
We'd love to talk about all 10 of these movies. His top 5, my top 5.
But what we need you to do is post your top 5.
Yeah.
In the comments.
Do you have others that you love? Did you love one of ours?
Yeah.
Do you have ones that we haven't heard of? Do you have ones that we have and we didn't think of?
Wally, and
because I had other ones on the list that I would like to put too.
But
go ahead, yeah.
But we
in your
didn't match
comments.
any.
No,
we didn't have any.
Not one.
Yeah, so that's 10.
Please go ahead and put your favorites in the comments. Tell us why you liked or didn't like.
Tell you
what we put down for our top ones. But hey,
we're gonna do this again.
We will. We got more top fives coming.
We got them in store for you.
Oh boy, they're gonna be delicious.
Yeah, but until then, like and subscribe us.
Yeah, like and subscribe us.
Subscribe us.
Get down to it. Subscribe us. Like us. Subscribe. But until next time, we are the
3
Minute
Critics, baby.
Chop it up,
baby.
Gar.
Do you booze up on a plane?
Oh, hell yeah.
Do you really? How many drinks do you have?
Wheels
on a
up to wheels down.
5-hour flight. How many drinks?
37.